Hi, I'm Mark Alexander, and I've been thinking whilst I've been on holiday for the last week or so, what's going to happen to the student lettings market over the next couple of years. As you've probably seen in the news, especially if you've got kids at university or perhaps in sixth form and thinking about going to university, the cost of university education is going to increase substantially from next year onwards. And I was just wondering how that's going to affect student or providers of student accommodation and student landlords. And my thinking is this: I don't think it's going to affect the number of foreign students coming to the UK, because they've always had to pay full whack anyway. But it might well reduce the number of students going to university in future years. And I suspect that we'll start to see that bite over the next couple of years, because obviously the first years at the moment are going to be looking for private rented accommodation over the next couple of years, but it's those new first years starting next year that are going to be really starting to feel the pinch of the increased tuition fees, and that could start biting into landlords' profits. I suspect that the landlords that will fare best, as is always the case, will be the ones that provide the best quality of accommodation, and hopefully it'll drive some of the rogues out of the business, because right now there is an undersupply of quality accommodation. So if the number of students does reduce, then obviously the quality accommodation is going to fill up first, and the rogue landlords who tend not to modernise their properties are going to struggle. That said, there's still massive growth in the sector, in the private rent sector generally. So if these youngsters aren't going to students, they're probably going to want to get out away from mum and dad. They're going to want to start having some of their own independence. So a lot of these properties are going to be converted into houses in multiple occupation, either for people claiming LHA benefits or young professionals. So, you know, the market right now is at about 15% of all accommodation in the UK is provided by the private rented sector, and that figure is likely to grow to about 20% in 5 years' time. So I think there's going to be a real boom in the private rented sector, but I think the students sector is definitely one to watch out for. And if you are a student landlord, then I would urge you to start getting yourself educated into what tenants really want. You know, they want things like wireless broadband, high-speed wireless broadband. They're wanting better quality rooms. They want the painting and decorating done. They want nice carpets. Ideally, they want flat screen TVs on the wall and Sky TV in every room, and you know, a jacuzzi and a massage parlour and everything else that goes with it. I appreciate they're not always going to get that, but buying in the right locations and having the right properties is always going to be very important. Remember, when it comes to location, that students go to the fountain of knowledge to drink. So it's really important that it's not a car drive for them to get to the popular student pubs in your town and city. Anyway, that's a little bit from me about student landlords and student accommodation. I've only just touched scraped the surface. You know, this is the tip of the iceberg. So if you've had any experiences or you have anything to add to this blog, please do leave a comment below, and I look forward to reviewing those. If you have a story that you'd like to share, maybe it's sort of 400 to 800 words, then we are always looking for good quality guest authors for our website property118.com, which is a news website for buy-to-let landlords. It's also a directory. So please submit those articles to editor@property118.com. Obviously we can't guarantee to use them all, and they do need to be of a non-salesy nature, because this is pure editorial, pure news. But obviously we'd be delighted to credit them back to you, even if you do have a business, maybe you're a property manager or another business that offers services associated to landlords. We would obviously credit them back to your company and provide a link back to you for those articles. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and my message as always to landlords and all of the services that provides, so all the businesses that provide services to landlords: live long and prosper.